We're back on We Found New Music. The Brinks join us in the studio. Welcome to the studio, guys.
Hey, hey.
Woo, woo.
We have Matt Friedman.
Yep.
And you are the producer, writer, and keyboardist in the group.
I am, yes.
And we have Scott Mellis.
Yeah, I'm the dancer singer in the group.
Singer, guitarist, writer. And thank you guys so much for joining us. You just played Temporary Love, which is at 12 million streams on Spotify.
Yeah.
And doing quite well, actually, which is so cool. Let's begin by finding out how you guys met and decided to focus on the Brinks.
Well, we met through some mutual friends, and I went over to Matt's studio, really, at the time, which was downtown LA. And we just thought we'd try and write a song, and I think it was for someone else or trying to...
Yeah, just we were doing a lot of like songwriter, producer sessions and stuff. So we linked up to do that, and then made this very strange piece of music that was sort of useless for that, but had a seed of what we're doing now, you know? So we kind of knew right away there was something there, and just kind of snowballed. And
Matt, you have quite a background working with a lot of great artists. You worked with LL Cool J, Kid Cudi.
That's my dude.
Yeah, is he? How did you kind of apply this experience to what you've been doing with the Brinks?
I mean, yeah, I've been producing a lot of different stuff for a while, and I was doing kind of more rap stuff. And then, I mean, the Kid Cudi record is not even like straight rap. It's sort of this like left field dancey song. It's called Intergalactic, and it's like, it's a little more upbeat. And then I've been doing more kind of pop production, and I've been doing a lot of pop production when I met Scott. And it was sort of an opportunity to get to create music and produce stuff that was more just really what I wanted to be making, and sort of pulling from my deeper influences of like 90s stuff that I was listening to, and like Portishead and old 9 Inch Nails records and Orb and like all this weird electronic music, and then kind of taking the hip hop, like the kind of harder drums and a little bit of the grittier stuff, and then putting it over Scott's like kind of nicer, not softer, but like nicer songwriting, you know, and kind of fusing those two things.
Yeah. What did you work on with LL Cool J?
I did a couple tracks on his last Def Jam album.
Nice.
One record was called "Come Party with Me" with Fat Joe on it too.
Okay,
that was pretty funny, and that was actually my first. That was my first real placement. I mean, that was like a decade ago, almost. And yeah, and I came in to like drop off the beat, and he walked in and was like, "Oh, you made this beat?" And then he just started rapping. You know, he's like
just kind of
super
happened.
Performer mode. And he's like, da, 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 da. And I was like, oh my God.
So awesome.
I grew up listening to him. Like I was into Def Jam like way back, and having him like rap in my face was pretty crazy.
That's ridiculous. Yeah. Of course,
he's such a nice, like the nicest dude ever.
Yeah, he seems like a cool guy. Yeah, and
like
then
really, really genuinely good guy.
Yeah, Kid Cudi seen more in your wheelhouse, more electronic and everything, and now you're doing more exactly what you want to do. Because you're spending obviously a lot of time on it. How did you guys get the attention of Pusha T for this one?
That was actually through our manager at the time. Worked with Pusha T and played it for him. Yeah, and then he kind of got behind it and helped out.
Cool, man. You're working with producer Salam Remy, who's been known for working with Amy Winehouse, Alicia Keys. How did you end up working with him?
Well, yeah, again, that kind of came through like the Pusha T connection. Pusha played it for him, and he really liked it, and then kind of linked up with us. And but he wasn't actually producing on any of this stuff. He's sort of the label head. He kind of wears a lot of different hats over at Sony. He has his own labels there and works as an A&R guy, and he just really liked what we were doing, and sort of has been really supportive and helping us kind of get it out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. And you guys got some attention from Pharrell for Temporary Love.
Yeah, we got that tweet. It was pretty cool to see that.
That's awesome, man. Cool. So the debut EP is Temporary Love. It's out now and on Louder Than Life through Sony. Very cool. What inspired this EP?
It was the continuation of just trying to make a bunch of sounds, and we just continually write, which we're doing now. And Temporary Love is the title track, and that really just fell out of an idea. I think we wrote it in about half an hour, about 11:30 at night after writing a bunch of other songs. And
most of our songs take like 3 to 4 months, and that one was like
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We try to, I try to do this thing where I write like 10 or 20 songs at once, so I don't get so caught up writing one, because otherwise I just overthink it. And
Yeah.
but Temporary Love really, it was an old idea, but then it really just came out. I was like, damn, that was easy. I can do a few more of those, but we'll see how it goes.
Well, I mean, the whole album, I love every track on it. But Temporary Love has really been taking off. 12 million streams on Spotify, getting airplay on KCRW, K-Rock, Beats One, just the whole gamut. What's the experience like receiving this attention from worldwide for this track that's from your own mind and everything?
Yeah, it still feels unreal. I really feel like someone hacked into their websites and just quickly photoshopped our faces on there or something quickly when we get played. Or
sure.
It feels unreal to me. What about you?
Yeah, it's cool. It's what you hope for when you're putting out music.
Yeah.
I think the fun thing too is with Spotify and SoundCloud, they give you all of the listener data, not like credit card numbers and stuff like that, but they give you where they're listening, and we have people listening in Albania and Singapore and these sort of places where it's just I don't know, places you've never been, you might never go, and it's very cool that people are out there listening.
It's really cool. So what is Temporary Love about?
It's not really about love exactly. It's more about the repetitive cycle of life, and I think being attached to something and finding that it's like the continual surge. I guess that you could even take it to the pursuit of happiness, I guess, as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool, man. And Scott, you're working with some other artists now too. Have you been branching out and writing?
I have. I just did a song with this group called Oliver, electronic group, and we did this song called Electrify.
Cool.
Did that, and I came out on Interscope, and it's something completely different, but I love it as well. And
that's cool.
And writing for other artists mainly, not really as a feature.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we really love playing your music here. I could pick any song off the EP and be equally happy playing it here. So we hope for 12 million streams of all the rest of the tracks as well, too.
Yeah, thank you so much.
That'd be very, very cool. Temporary Love is the EP. It's out now. Do you have more music coming out, or are we kind of working on getting the EP out there still?
Well, we feel like the song has a little bit more to go, but I think next year we have a lot of songs ready, and we're just kind of filtering it out between ourselves.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we are big fans here, so we really appreciate you taking the time to come in and play for us. And thanks again.
Thank you so much, Grant.
Matt and Scott, the Brinks on We Found New Music.